Ethan Carter was used to perfection. As the CEO of a fast-growing tech company, his days were run on precision, schedules, and zero tolerance for mistakes. But when it came to his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, life had other plans. Lily had been asking for piano lessons for months, and Ethan, though hopeless with music himself, finally agreed. His assistant sent over resumes, and he clicked on the top one, barely skimming it before hiring. That's how, one rainy Thursday afternoon, a young woman named Maya Thompson knocked on his penthouse door. She wasn't what Ethan expected, no crisp suit, no polished resume in hand. Instead, she wore a faded cardigan, carried a worn leather music bag, and had eyes that looked like they'd lived 100 stories. "This must be a mistake," Ethan said, scanning her resume on his phone again. "I was expecting someone else." Maya smiled gently. "Well, I'm here now. Why don't we let Lily decide if I'm the right teacher?" Lily, standing behind her dad, whispered, "Please, Daddy, just let her try." Ethan hesitated, then gave in. Maya sat at the piano with Lily, her fingers brushing the keys like they were old friends. She didn't start with scales or drills. Instead, she asked, "What sound makes you happy?" Lily giggled and pressed a random key. Maya followed it with a little melody, turning the note into a song. Within minutes, Lily was laughing, her small hands dancing over the keys. From the doorway, Ethan watched. His daughter hadn't smiled this wide since her mother passed away 3 years ago. Something in his chest shifted. After the lesson, Ethan offered to drive Maya home, but she declined. "The bus is fine." "Bus?" he repeated, glancing at the storm outside. But she just pulled her cardigan tighter and walked into the rain. Week after week, Maya returned. And each time, Lily's laughter grew louder. Ethan began noticing little things. Maya's shoes were worn, her phone screen cracked, and sometimes she skipped meals, pretending she wasn't hungry. One evening, after a late meeting, Ethan drove past the laundromat and spotted Maya inside with a little boy, no older than 5, sleeping across her lap while she folded clothes. The realization hit him: Maya was a single mom. "The next lesson?" Ethan gently asked. "Why didn't you tell me you have a son?" Maya hesitated, then sighed. "Because people think being a single mom makes you unreliable. I couldn't risk losing this job. My son, Noah, he's my whole world." For a man who built empires with numbers and contracts, Ethan felt small in that moment. Here was a woman raising a child on her own, without complaint, still showing up every week to bring light into his daughter's life. One Saturday, Lily begged for Maya to bring Noah over. Ethan agreed, and soon his sleek penthouse was filled with the sound of children's laughter. Noah and Lily got along instantly, building Lego castles, turning the piano into a game, even dragging Ethan into a dance contest. For the first time in years, his home didn't feel like a museum. It felt alive. But the true turning point came a week later, at Lily's school talent show. Maya had been secretly teaching Lily a simple song, one Ethan had never heard before. When Lily performed it on stage, she paused midway and said into the microphone, "This song is for my dad, because he forgot how to smile, but now he remembers." Ethan's eyes burned as Lily played, and when the audience erupted in applause, he wasn't the powerful CEO anymore. He was just a father, realizing what he'd almost missed. After the show, Ethan found Maya backstage. "You've done more for my daughter in 2 months than I could in 3 years," he admitted. "You've given her back her joy, and me too." Maya smiled, though her eyes shimmered with tears. "It wasn't me. It was always inside her. She just needed someone to remind her." Ethan paused, then asked the question that had been tugging at him. "What if I told you? I don't want this to be just a job for you. What if I want Lily, and me, to have you and Noah in our lives for real?" Maya's breath caught. She'd been invisible for so long, fighting alone. And here was this man, not seeing her as a mistake, but as an answer. Months later, Ethan's penthouse looked different. There were toys on the floor, a second piano for duets, and family dinners with 2 kids giggling over silly jokes. The CEO who once demanded perfection now understood that the best things in life happen by accident. And the woman who once felt like she had to hide her truth had found a place where she and her son belong. Together they built something stronger than business deals or bank accounts, a family stitched together not by blood, but by kindness, resilience, and love. Because sometimes, the wrong hire is exactly the right one.